When you do public speaking, it really makes a big difference, the architecture of the room. So I want to thank the people who have restored this theater and made it available to people in Glens Falls. Most of you know Matt Funicello, but you may not know that he has been labeled by me as democracy's Baker. Furthermore, as we go into more and more congressional districts, and it is really exhausting, I try to convince the American people that they do far more difficult things in their personal life than be active citizens. Active citizens is chicken feed compared to taking care of a loved parent or grandparent who's ailing, raising kids who've been taken over by the streets, trying to make ends meet and pay the bills and stave off bankruptcy, unable to get health care because you can't afford it. And people go through all these. They're far more difficult than becoming active congressional watchdogs. And by the way, if your neighbors spent 22% of your income, could send your children off to war, can expose you to other corporations' toxic waste, can raise your taxes, misspend your taxes, would you spend any time on your neighbor? You're darn right you would. That's your member of Congress. You got to spend time. You can't believe the change, how fast. You change Congress, you change the federal government. You change the federal government, you affect state and local government. You begin changing America. Those tax dollars come back to renovate the public works, create real jobs in upstate New York that can't be exported to China, create a solar energy industry in upstate New York. So when we go into these congressional districts, and we want you to give us your names of people in other parts of the country that we can contact. We want you to try to get 5 or 10 of your neighbors to put their names on our email list. But when we go in these congressional districts, one of my goals is to bake a funicello in every congressional district. Here's Matt.
Christina asks, all in all, are you more grateful or ashamed to be an American at this point in history?
Hey, I'm never ashamed to be anybody who lives in the country that allows you to do the right thing. And I will never admit that I will live in a country that doesn't allow you to do the right thing, because I do not have a white flag in my closet.